these parameters can be used in multiple ways in our Tableau workbook. If you see my sheets over here, first of all, I'll tell you how to use parameter as a filter in my Tableau workbook. Then we'll see how parameters, when combined with sets, how they make our visualization quite interactive. And then we'll see how using parameters I can even have my dimensions in the drop down and change the visualizations based on each change or each type of dimension. Then we'll see how using parameters and calculated fields we can create dynamic measures. So in the parameter drop down, we'll have dynamic measures, and based on those dynamic measures, our visualizations will change. So first of all, let's start with parameter filters. Before that, let me tell you the basic definition of parameter filters. So these are nothing, but these are dynamic values. The parameters are basically dynamic values which we can use to interact with our charts and graphs on the go. So these values are nowhere in the data source. They are created by us, and they help us to render the changes in our visualization on a dynamic mode. So over here, this is a parameter with filter visualization I have created. Over here, I have tried to show the relationship between the subcategory of the products and the sales of each. So for each subcategory of product, I can see the sales over here, and over here I get an option to select based on the sales the top 3, top 4, top 5. So over here I have this option. I can select the top 3 values, okay, like this based on sales. I can select the top 10 values based on sales, okay. Whereas when over here, when you will go when you try to add subcategory and go to add a filter, then you get the option to add only one, like to show only top 3, top 4, top 5, like that. But using parameters, you have this drop down and you can see the type you want. So I think you'll better understand it when we'll perform it ourselves. So let me remove this relation. Now I'm going to plot the relationship between my subcategory of the products and sales over here. Visualization looks something like that. Let me label it. Let me place the sales over here. Now if over here I would like to view the top 3 or top 4, something like that, the subcategory of products based on the sales, what I'll do, I'll place subcategory over here on the filters. Now over here I get an option. Over here in the top, I can select based on the sum of sales. I can select the top 10 values, or I can enter 1, 2, 3, 5, whichever I want. So if I want 3, I can do that. If I want 4, I can do that. But if supposedly I do 3 over here, apply and okay. But each time when I have to change this, I'll again have to go over here, edit the filter, and make it from 3 to say 10, or 3 to 5, whatever I want. Each time when I want to change its value, I'll have to go into the filters, edit it, and then I'll be able to change it. So I don't want to do that. I want to create a parameter in which I'll predefine these conditions, so that whenever I have to, the most frequently used options by me, like top 3, top 5, top 10, top 20, I can predefine them in my parameter, and I can have that over here as a filter. And whenever I want to change or view them, like top 3, top 5, top 10, top 20, I can easily use that using the parameter. So for that, we'll have to create a parameter. Let's do that. So for that, I'll go over here, click on this button over here, right? Create parameter. Now I would like to create a parameter to show the top values of sales. So I can just give it a name. Supposedly I'm giving name as sales parameter, or just sales, sales parameter. Now I would like to have it in the form of an integer, okay, and I would like to give it a set of values. So what I would like to give it a set of values, like if I would like to see the top 3, just give the value 3 and show over here as top 3. Then when I write 5, when I have to see the top 5 values based on the sales, I can show the top 5 as the filter. When I have to see the top 10 values uh, based on the sales for each of the subcategory, like across the subcategories, if I have to see the subcategories which come under the top 10 sales, I'll use this. So I have created these 3 values. I'll just save it, okay, I'll do okay. So over here I've got this parameter. Under this parameter section, whenever you create a parameter section is created. Over here I already had 2 parameters, so it was there. I have this parameter. For this calculation, you will not require these parameters. So I'll remove these parameters. I'll remove this parameter also. So you should just consider this parameter which I have afresh created, which is nothing but sales parameter. So I have got the sales parameter, and I would like to view these subcategories based on the sales parameter value. So for that, what I'll do, inside the subcategory filter, I'll go edit the filter, and in the this condition over here, top by which value you want. So in this, I'll write sales parameter. So the parameter which I had created over here, I have linked it to this filter of subcategory, and after linking, I'm doing apply and OK. So now when I'll place this, I'll click on the drop down on the sales parameter and show parameter control. So this is my parameter control over here, and based on the selections I'll make over here, my subcategory sales will start changing. So I would like to see the top three ones, so I can see the top three subcategories based on sales. When I do top five, I can see the top 5 subcategories based on sales. When I do top 10, I can see the top 10 subcategories based on sales. So in this way, I have been able to filter out my subcategory based on sales using my this sales parameter. Now it was the top sales parameter. If I would like to see the bottom sales, like instead of having the top 10, top 3 or top 5, I would like to have the bottom 10, bottom 5, bottom 3. So that also I can do. So I'll create a new parameter for that. So let me go over here and create a parameter. This I'll name as bottom sales parameter, and I would again have to have a range of values. I would like to see the bottom, suppose it is a bottom 5. So I would like to display the value in the drop down of the parameter as bottom 5, and over when I would like to see bottom 10, I'll see display the name as bottom 10. So this will help me see the bottom 5 and bottom 10 subcategory products based on the least sales they do. So I have created this parameter over here. Now again I'll go to subcategory over here, okay, and I'll edit the filter, and over here instead of top I'll select bottom, and means in the top means this section over here, instead of top I'm selecting by field as bottom, and over here instead of sales parameter I'm saying bottom sales parameter. I do apply, I press OK. So first of all I'll remove this from here. Let me just remove this. I'll just drag it out. I would like to maybe remove this entirely. What I'll do for that, I'll take it and I'll place it back over here. Over here I can simply just write hide the card, so it will automatically remove. Now let me move it to the bottom parameter which was there, and I think somehow it has got deleted. I'll create it again. Let's create it again. Bottom sales over here. Going for the list, I would like to see supposedly the bottom 5 and bottom 10, so I can do that as well. Bottom 5 over here, bottom 10 over here. Just I have created this parameter over here. Straight away I'll go to the subcategory, edit filter. Under the top over here I'll write by field instead of top, I write bottom. I say instead of sales parameter I say bottom sales, or I also have this bottom sales parameter which I had created. Both of these parameters have same values, but I have created differently. Apply, okay. Now when I come over here, I do bottom sales. I show parameter control. Over here, this is showing me the bottom 10 based on sales. It is showing me bottom 5 based on. So in this way, using parameters, you can create filters.